It's hot. I had to pull up my hair. It's hot. Collectives of self. Divine masculines. What's up? I hope you all are doing well. Divine masculines. For the most part, most of you guys have woken the fuck up. So salute to you, and to the ones who still asleep. I pray every day that the divine allows you to see the truth and the facade and the illusions you've been placed under or living in, right? This twin flame journey is not a journey that everybody is on. I don't know what you've been hearing or what you may believe, but I am a divine feminine on the twin flame journey. And I'm here to tell you, this is not a connection that everyone will encounter. People don't like to hear that because, you know, we live in a world where people don't like to be excluded from things. They feel like if that person has it, I should have it too, type of energy. That's not how it works, okay? No matter how much you want to believe that that's how it works, it doesn't. But you know, people can call themselves whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. People can say they on whatever journeys they want to say they on. The universe will validate or discount those claims publicly, okay? So if you publicly going around saying you something that you're not, you will publicly be humiliated for it. Just a warning. For anybody who's doing that needed to hear that. Cross watchers, because I know Divine Feminine's going to come to these Divine Masculine readings. And the karmics will come here just as well. Spirit say, you don't care who come here. The truth going to always be told on my channel. So, yeah. About whatever it is he wants me to reveal to you guys. So, Divine Masculines, for the most part, most of you guys, I am so proud, salute, have gained the courage to say, you know what, fuck trying to act like everything is okay. Everything fucking ain't okay. I got a Divine Masculine who just said, Cole, everything is not okay. I got several names for somebody who just said Cole. Yeah, Cole, Zania. Depends on how you know me, boo. Depend on the name you call me. But this person, this masculine seems to be comfortable with me and my energy enough to say, Cole, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. There's several masculines who just are done with keeping up with the facade. No judgment there, masculines. You know I love y'all. I do this because I'm here to help y'all. All right, as a divine feminine, whether it's my personal divine masculine or not, like these are tasks that were bestowed to us from the divine himself. We do this because this is what we are created to do. And a lot of divine masculines, you know, your feminines woke up before you, and a lot of things that were said to you, you just didn't see it because you were blind to the facts, or the energy of the company you kept you blinded. You see this shit? You got the strength card, I've split the deck, and you have the Nine of Swords. So you gained the strength, divine masculines, to no longer feel like you're in a nightmare, or to gain the strength to get yourself out of, remove yourself from a nightmare. A repetitive nightmare. Some of you guys they don't even sleep at night. I'm hearing. Because you cannot, and when you go to sleep at night, you're having the same recurrent dream of the truth that you already know that you might not have mentioned in the past or yet presently. But we're going to see how this turns out, masculine. So, okay. Every time somebody energy come in the building that is potent, I'm telling you, whether it's always hot. They coming with that heat. What the fuck? Pay me no mind, you guys. I talk to my guides, and yeah, this is a very unorthodox channel. So if you're looking for some kind of politically correct channel of tarot, and this ain't it. This is all spirit guided. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right, spirit. That's why I love spirit. Get to it, spirit, though. Ooh, I got to take the glasses off for a second, because whoever this message resonates for, somebody don't even want me to see it. And it's dealing with a lot of energies involved. All right. The masculine energy could be very powerful at this point, at this time. I'm not sure. Somebody's energy is overwhelmingly hot. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Spirit. Oh, my goodness. This person. I'm almost, see, I don't want to turn the AC on, because then you're not going to be able to hear me. But this person, give me a second, y'all, because whoever divine masculine is this. All I know. You know it's a collective thing. Fucking my divine masculine could be in this reading. Jesus. It's hot, Lord. It's hot. It's hot. I just need a little air, spirit. Just a little before I can get into it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alrighty, let me leave this little angel feather right here. Yes, I will. Alright. Divine masculines, at the bottom of the deck, you have a major arcana as your overall energy, the Justice card, air energy. You might be an air sign, you might be dealing with an air sign. You may not be any of the two that I mentioned, but you are dealing with some form of justice in your current environment. Either it is the overall energy, so either you want to give some justice to a situation, or justice has been given in a situation that involves you. Either way, the scales are being balanced in your life, divine masculine, in some way, form, or fashion. Could have to do with the balance of scales, the scales being balanced when it comes to your divine connection. Could be justice being served for an injustice that occurred in your current situation, your past situation. We'll get into it though. Your first card, divine masculine, is the Wheel of Fortune in the struggle position. Divine masculine. So, that's the most dominant energy that was the first card that came out. So what's happening right now with you currently is that you are struggling with some form of success. Now, I don't know how that resonates in your life, whether it's success in a business prospect. Somebody really don't want me to read this message, read these cards for y'all. It's a karmic. Fuck you, okay? Yeah. This struggle or challenge could of success could affect your romantic connections, could affect your career, could affect your family dynamic. Whatever it is for you, divine masculine, and the success that accompanies it, you're struggling, or at this present time, it's become a challenge. Yeah. Your next card is the 5 of Wands. So, wow. Okay, here we go. All right, Spirit. Oh, you see the love. You see the love. You see the love. Yeah. You see the love. Hearts. Okay. Yeah, I be bugging. All right. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at it and it's a little... It's not concerning somebody needs to balance out their root chakra, because I can feel it. When it comes to this Five of Wands in the struggle and challenge position, Divine Masculine, you are dealing with having to deal, because that's how I'm gonna have to say it. You're struggling with having to deal with a situation that is challenging as it pertains to some form of conflict, right? That this conflict has to do with either a relationship, your family, or a business. There has been something was created, right? So chaos, competition, conflict, drama. All of this has become a challenge for you as you're dealing with this and some dynamic in your life. Again, and it's tied to success. It's tied to some form of a success that you're also, Divine Masculine, challenged with as it pertains to a romantic connection, your family, or a business. Divine Masculine, this is going to be different for all of you. But you have the Magician in reverse. The Magician is a major arcana, right? The Magician in reverse basically is saying something that someone was trying to manifest is not going to. The Magician card is about turning creative ideas into reality, right? Things that you want to manifest, and not only wanting to manifest, but actually having all the tools necessary to make what you want come into fruition. Do just that. But you have the Magician in the reverse. The Magician in reverse is an energy that is scattered. It's scattered energy, it's wasted resources, it's unfulfilled potential, it's things not blossoming, things not growing. It could also represent, for some situations, if someone was trying to do black magic of any sort, or some type of dark manifestation, it was not able to come into fruition. But for many of you guys, this scattered energy, individual that is connected to you somehow, caused a lot of unnecessary conflict and challenges in your life, in one of those sectors that I mentioned, if not all of them. Only you know who this person is. This Magician in reverse. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Magician in reverse. Let me look at this. Masculines. I know a lot of y'all not going to want to hear this, but you know, the truth be like that sometimes, and it won't apply to everybody. But there's some masculines here who are actually this Magician in reverse. So the reason why you're having challenges or this could have been in the past, right? The reason why there were challenges when it comes to your success, that dealt with so much conflict and competition and challenges and chaos and God only knows, obstacles, right? It's because of the energy you set in. It's like as above, so below. What you put out is what you get back. So You encountered these things because you were in this energy. You were wasting resources. You were not grounded. A lot of this had to do with just the mere fact that you felt like you were not getting the things that you wanted. And it could have very much been your approach was wrong. It's not that you're not getting what you wanted. It's probably the way you went about or are going about trying to accumulate something or receive something is not in alignment with the universe. You have the 5 of Pentacles here, Divine Masculine. In reverse. In reverse, Divine Masculine. I like to see the 5 of Pentacles in this position. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse is all about hope returning, right? Hope recovered. Somebody feeling like they don't want to be left out in the cold. They want to come back in. Divine Masculine, this also can speak about a new job, a new form of income, a new home, right? Maybe you've recognized that this challenge of success and the challenges you experienced feeling like you were in competition with people, or people were placing you in competition with others, or placing your counterpart in competition, take it as it resonates. You're tired of that. Right? You've seen how being in that energy produces nothing beneficial. It's a wasted time, wasted resources that were used to even do all of this shit that gained you nothing but loss. And once you realize that is when you gained the momentum to want to move forward, gain some form of hope. You might have gotten a new job, Divine Masculine. You recovered from something. You have the 2 of Swords. And somebody, whether it's you, your counterpart, or the people that you're interacting with, I want to clarify this 2 of Swords. Somebody did not see this transformation that you're having happening. I just want to see who this 2 of Swords is, because I don't feel like it's you. Spirit, who is this 2 of Swords? Thank you. Who is this 2 of Swords energy? It could be you. Thank you, Spirit. The 2 of Swords energy could very well be yourself. And I said that. And the reason why I say that is because this is the Ace of Swords. Somebody who's seeing clarity, seeing the truth. So at some point, you did not see the truth and what the heck was going on. Come through, Spirit. Yeah, when you was in this 2 of Swords energy, Divine Masculine, you wasn't seeing clearly. You're now willing to compromise, because the two of Swords in the upright deals with coming to a how you say it, like coming to a recollection of seeing things for what they are and not for what we want them to be. So it's not like no longer ignoring the truth, no longer being blind to the facts, right? You're at a point after recovery and realizing what you now want to do after dealing with all of that shit. This 5 of Wands in a challenge position, Wheel of Fortune in a challenge position, and this could be karma too. Could be going through this as a form of karma, Divine Masculine. Only you know, because the Wheel of Fortune does speak about karma just the same as it does success. Especially since it's coming up in a challenge position. But at some point, Divine Masculine, you did not see things for what they were, but now you do. And you're willing to make a decision or compromise because you have the truth now. Now, 2 and 1 equals what, people? Let's say it together. 3. So, Divine Masculine, your heart is broken. You're sad, or you were in the past, in regards to a relationship of some kind. Maybe You're ready to compromise now in a relationship dynamic now that you've seen or you are seeing the truth in a situation that you may not have wanted to or was willingly blinding yourself to. But you're ready to, you know, and it's crazy because it took for your heart to be broke or some kind of pain or some kind of breakup with somebody for you to recognize the truth and which you held from yourself. Wow, divine masculine. You have the 6 of Cups. A lot of this deals with, especially this success that you're challenged with currently, or this karma for a lot of you guys. This coming out as the Wheel of Fortune in the struggle position. It's based on events that took place in your past. So decisions and things that you did in the past with people from your past has a lot to do with why you're struggling with karma, struggling in your success, and dealing with struggles and challenges as it relates to other people competing with you or placing you in competitive roles. You do think a lot about simpler times in the past, a time where you were, your childhood is what I'm getting. You go back into time a lot when it relates to your childhood. Some of you guys have very great memories of your childhood, divine masculine, and some of you guys unfortunately didn't. Some of you guys don't even like reminiscing about the past, your childhood. Something in your childhood keeps you from thinking about the past. I'll just leave it at that. There is also a past life connection here, a soul connection. Yeah, absolutely. You know it too, divine masculine. You have the Knight of Cups following the 6 of Cups. So there's a connection that you are heading towards. The Knights are all about action and movement, right? You're going to extend your cup of love to someone that you want to protect. I'm hearing you look at them, you want to be like their knight in shining armor. Now, interestingly, you have the 9 of Wands out here, the wounded warrior. You could look at your counterpart, divine masculine, and my nose is itching, so for many of y'all, this is accurately true. You look at your divine feminine as a wounded warrior because you know everything she's experienced or he has experienced in the past. Dealing with people in this energy, Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant energy in reverse is the opposite of God. You're dealing with, this person was dealing with energies that were the opposite of good, the opposite of the divine, right? Without saying, for many of you guys, this Hierophant in reverse has to deal with this 9 of Wands' originality. So because you were pretty much, okay, so divine masculine, you're recognizing that your divine feminine was placed in this wounded warrior position because they are an original. The Hierophant in reverse deals with creativity, not conforming, because in the upright, it's conforming traditions, right? But in the reverse, it speaks about, you know, an individual who can be seen as problematic with authority figures, right? So they don't fall in line with the masses, right? Your divine feminine didn't, how you say it, spirit? Get along. Just to, you know, just to get along. Like they didn't compromise their integrity no matter how hard things were or how much opposition was given to them or they were attacked with opposition and oppressed. by these I'm about to say entities. So entities and energies showing up in their life in many forms, whether this was people that they worked with in a job dynamic, whether these were the people associated with you, divine masculine, and your dynamic, right? Nonetheless, you recognize that your divine feminine, being a wounded warrior, still persevering, putting up boundaries and putting their foot down, was dealing with energies that saw them as an original, saw this divine feminine as someone who was very creative, but they also looked at them as a problem because these people are authoritative energies and they can't get this divine feminine to submit. You also have the 4 wands that fell on top of the 9 of wands and this Hierophant in reverse. So this has to do, for me as a reader, this is my twin flame card. The 4 wands is about connections, celebrations, weddings, foundations. 4s is about building. This is all about, oh man, your divine feminine is definitely coming up in your reading, and you recognize that people did this to your divine feminine, divine masculine, because of they did not want y'all to have, they didn't want this divine feminine to have a connection. Very possibly the connection with you. They knew about this connection. They understood that it is a solid connection. And that's why they placed these burdens on this divine feminine, divine masculine, because they wanted them to walk away from it. Yeah, you can tell. You know this too. That's why you coming to them. You coming towards them. And this is why the overall energy was justice, divine masculine, because I can see, and knowing this, you want to balance this shit out. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is probably one of the fastest moving cards in the deck outside of the 8 of Wands. The Knight of Swords is about fast movement, a fast lifestyle change. Somebody who talks fast sometimes, got the gift of gab. But I'm picking up that heavily. The divine masculine, after learning some valuable information, you have decided to change your life. You're making lifestyle changes quick. Which is going to be, like, for many of the people that's in your circle right now, they're shocked as shit. They don't even understand. It's like you're doing a 360. And the truth is, it's not really a 360, because whatever you are transitioning towards is who you really are anyway, right? But I don't think these people in your circle are used to you showing this side of yourself. You might have buried this side. This might have been a side from your childhood, yeah, from your past, that you, for whatever reason, buried and adopted a different personality to replace who you really are. But it doesn't even matter, because this Knight of Swords energy has you making fast lifestyle changes, like I said. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you've been guided, divine masculine, to change your life and to move away from things. Like wherever you are sitting right now, we saw that from the first row, that it's a lot of conflict, a lot of competition. Excuse me. A lot of conflict, a lot of competition, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of challenges and obstacles. Whatever that is that you were in that had you feeling like you could not create a different life for yourself, a different set of circumstances, feel like the energy you invested in whatever was originally a success for you turned into a challenge, and it made you feel like it was just wasted energy. You've been advised by your team You have a cat here. The wisdom of the ancestors or your inner knowledge. You've been guided to move away from this drama and head towards calmer waters, right? Yeah. And you did this quickly. You quickly changed. Like once you, and I'm not saying this happened quickly. I'm saying once you found out this truth, whatever this means to you, whatever truth you found out caused you to change immediately. And how they say it, get the fuck out of Dodge. And in doing so, you head into abundance, divine masculine. This is what the divine wanted you to get all along. And you might have had abundance, but the reason you struggling with that abundance is because for many of y'all, that didn't come from God. Whatever you got that gave you some kind of success or temporary success or whatever success it was, you're currently struggling with maintaining that, or it really just brought karma. Those things were not given to you from the divine. Not at all. I don't know where you got them from, but they weren't given by the divine. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's why it's been a struggle and a challenge just to keep the shit. Because what God gives you, can't no man take away. Nobody could take something that God gave you but God. So this is why you're being led, divine masculine, to head towards calmer waters so he can give you something in its truth. Something that can't be taken away from you. That won't cause you to go through challenges and drama with other people that you were once successful with. Oh, wow. Anything else, Spirit? Divine masculines, you are struggling. You got a lot of struggle cards. I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad at you, right? Keeping it real though. You're struggling. Wait a minute, before I even say it's you. Someone is struggling here with, it is you, struggling with giving an offer to your divine feminine. Yeah, it's coming out in the struggle position. Page of Pentacles. Divine masculine. You're also struggling with, or it could be a divine feminine could be struggling with an offer of some sort, because the Page of Pentacles also in the upright talks about a hard-working person, a new job. And I say hard-working because the Page of Pentacles is someone who is extremely patient. The divine feminine is extremely patient, so patient that, look, you see this? This is the Ten of Wands. This is all the burdens that they received being patient. Could be been patient waiting on you. But somebody in this situation, you or your counterpart, is struggling with patience, struggling with an offer. You're being guided, divine masculines, if you're struggling to give your divine feminine this offer to go within and tap into your strength, because you have it. Or you might have already done that. You might have in the past struggled with this offer, presenting this offer, but you have gained your strength. Or somebody's gained some strength here of unconditional love, self-love. And now there's communication. Yeah, there we go. Tower at the bottom. So yeah, you gained your strength, divine masculine, and you're ready now to communicate with your divine feminine. Eight of Wands. And it's going to come in quick. Yeah, this communication is coming in quick because you went into hermit mode. You are isolated right now, understanding the journey that you are on. You're now recognizing there's that truth again, that we are all on a journey of some sort. And you now recognize that the journey and the truth in the journey that you are on has a lot to do with spirituality. Obviously, if you're a divine masculine. Archangel Raphael could be assisting you, divine masculines, opening up your heart chakra. Yep, I say that because there's so much green in the eyes. You could be looking at people now with different lenses, seeing that people had a lot of envy and hate in their heart. Even towards you, divine masculines. There could be a Virgo that you're dealing with or involved. Somewhere in your birth chart placements or your counterparts. Anything else? Yeah, there's a lot else. Divine masculine, but you knew this. 7 of Swords. You was around somebody, and you learned this while you was on the when you got on the spiritual journey. You learned that you was around a lot of people who were dishonest, that they just was liars, that they stole from you. They could have stolen from you, could have stolen from your divine feminine. You learned a lot of things about the people that's surrounding you that just, thank you, Spirit, that are not who they pretended to be. And look at the 2 swords that they left here. Ain't that something? Don't we have the 2 swords come through, Spirit? That's why when you're there, they made sure that you only saw what the fuck it is they wanted you to see, huh? While they carrying the 5 of Swords away with that win at all costs fucking energy because they're jealous and fucking, yo, these are the people that you now know are who they are. There is no more of niggas trying to fool you. Divine masculine, is this not you at the bottom of the deck, the star? Huh? Got me saying, when you are who you say you are, a superstar. For you too? Okay, because I think Spirit gave me that for the divine feminine reading too. Look at you, King of Sword. I talk come through, Spirit. Yeah, you know the truth. You definitely know the truth about some love. Real love, though. Mary voice. Huh? Ace of Cups. Come through. Yeah, you know. You know. You know now. The bottom line is, divine masculine, if you proceed accordingly to the steps that the divine has guided you to take, you're going to come out all right. That's the bottom line. Because that Ace of Pentacles is yours. Coming from the divine. Don't matter whatever you was given before. Whatever you was given that didn't come from him, you can tell it didn't come from him because you're losing it. Or you lost it already. But justice was the overall energy that says everything is going to balance itself out. The lies that were told that you now know is balancing everything out. You're changing your life. And it's not like, okay, I'm changing my life for somebody else. You're recognizing that the person you love them so much that the energy you currently sit in is not the best person is not the best version of yourself, and you don't want to present that to the person you love because you did already, and somehow something went completely wrong. So you're recognizing, which is noble as fuck, divine masculines. Like, you're recognizing, you're taking ownership for what may be wrong in your life that you played a factor in. Like, this is not this person, even if things went wrong in your life because of the interference or influence of other people, you still found the way to bring it back to you. Like, yeah, okay, but at the end of the day, it begins and ends with me type of energy. And you doing that allowed you to see the truth in situations that you were 2 of Swords once blind to. And once you see, you can't unsee. So once you took that step to see the truth and what has been and what currently is, you decided to use your free will to get on a spiritual journey with your counterpart, many of you. That was the hermit. And you started realizing and recognizing who people really are that's in your life. Don't matter what role they have, you're now seeing the truth about who they are as it pertains to you and their involvement for why they're even around you in the first place. Family, friends, foes, all of the above. You also recognize that your divine feminine has went through a lot, and so have you, right? It's not to compare woes, but I can tell divine masculines, y'all have changed if you can see what someone else went through. Like, you're looking at things through their lenses, or you put your foot in their shoes to have a better understanding of who your divine feminine is based on what you know and see, and not what everybody else was clearly telling you about this person. Because if they were telling you shit about your divine feminine to make them look unworthy or to put them in a unsavory light, you now understand why that was done. And it was no truth in what you had been told about your divine feminine. In fact, these people who were telling you shit about your divine feminine, for many of you divine masculines, y'all found out these very people was the ones orchestrating this bullshit in your divine feminine's life. And that hurt. That's why that Two of Swords and that come through spirit, that Two of Swords, and when you found out the truth, that's why your fucking heart was broken. Because these people destroyed something that they ultimately knew meant something to you. And it came from people that meant something to you. You trying to figure out, well, shit, could I have meant anything to you if you could have done this and went to this extent? That's why you are struggling. First two cards out, struggling with some form of karma or struggling with some type of success or successful outcome that was followed by a whole bunch of fucking conflict, competition, obstacles, and drama. But in the end, you make it through and you get that abundance. So you know how it goes. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And I believe I said the same thing for the divine feminine for their reading. But you know, we all got our paths to travel. So divine masculines, that's your reading. I'm wishing you success. Stay grounded. Stay on the path that the divine places you on. Go the way that he's guiding you. Fuck if people are criticizing you. You weren't made to fit in. You weren't made to be part of the masses. You weren't made to be controlled in a puppet. You were not made to be anything but a divine masculine and emperor. And in order to get there, you have to stand up for yourself, for your connection, and above all, for the divine. For your mission. But, you know, free will. You can or you don't have to. The choice is and always will be yours to make, divine masculine. So sending you love, namaste, and enjoy your day.